What's up guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can replace your OnePlus 6T volume button. So this will be a step-by-step guide on how you can do that. So let's turn off our device and get started. So once the device is turned off, we can start pulling up the back panel. So I am going to just use a simple SD card packing because this is thin enough and strong enough to get in between the seams of the main body and the panel, so it will be easy to remove. So let's do that, and take your time in this because you don't want to crack your glass panel or so. As you can see, now our back panel is out. You can keep it somewhere safe for the moment. So we are going to work on the top portion over here, so we'll remove all the visible screws that are over here. So now we have removed all the screws. Now we can just use our plastic tool again and remove the back panel, just like so. So now, as you can see, our motherboard is now revealed, and we will also remove it by just simply unscrewing this screw over here. Now we will gently remove all the connectors from the motherboard. So first, the front camera, just take it out and keep it somewhere safe. And this will reveal another connector, which is the microphone, I think. So this will be removed from here. Then we'll connect these three connectors that go down to the speaker system and to the screen. And once these are done, we can remove the antenna cables. So the antenna cables are these two, the black and the white wire. So gently remove those. Once that is done, now the whole motherboard can come out. So we can now lift the motherboard out and away from our view. So pretty easy to remove our motherboard, and just be careful with the connections. So as you can see over here, that this three contact pads over here are actually our volume control button, and the actual volume buttons are hiding on this tab over here. So they just take the wire out of the way. And now let's remove these two screws over here. So once the screws are removed, now we can use a flathead screwdriver and then just remove the bracket that is holding down the power button and its lock. So just try to get inside and peel it or take it out. So just like this, we can take this out and keep all these things somewhere safe, because these are very small things and you can easily lose them. So let's just turn around the phone, and you can see that there is a metal bracket holding down both the pins of the button. So using the flathead screwdriver, just lift it out just like so, and then just you can take it out with your fingers like this and keep that safe also. So here is our power button, and as you can see, we can see the two buttons right over here. So one is over here and the other one is over here. So you can see the motion of the buttons as I press it. So the next step is to remove the button itself. So we'll just make it go out, just push it out from the inside just like so, and then you can just take it out with your fingers or tweezers or whatever you use. As you can see that there is a very little groove over here, so you can just stick your pin or whatever inside this groove and try to take it out from there. So let me just do it like this. So just try to fit this pin in between the groove and the button, and then just use it as a leverage to take the button out. So as you can see, now the button is unstuck from the body, and then we can do the same on this side over here. So just like this, you can just now take it out, and this should slide off pretty easily. So here is our power button, and then you can just throw it away or do whatever you want with it. And there is a little bit of glue left over here that we need to clean it up so we can mount our new power button. So on the new power button, you can see that there are sticker pads placed on the critical position. So in total there are two, so one on the main strip and one on the contact pad. So we'll remove this. It's just like a simple double-sided tape. You can use your thin screwdriver or picking tool, whatever, to just take it out, just like so. So as you can see, it comes off pretty easily, just like that. So let's take our phone. So first we'll align the power button and make sure to bend it just like the other one, or the original one I should say, so that it can fit perfectly in the place, and line it with the two posts that are on the contact pads base, and then once it's in place you can just press it in, and it should look like this. So as you can see, pretty spot on I should say. And then without removing the other side tape, just try to bend it in the right place and make sure that it fits perfectly. And once you are happy with the fit, you can just take the double sided tape out and paste it permanently over there. Now we can take the power button and just remove its double sided coating or padding, whatever. So just like this, we can just peel it out, and like we did before, we'll just flip it just like so and angle it so that it can get in, and we'll loosely place it first, and we will use our flathead again. And once you are happy with the fit, you can just press it down with the flathead onto the position, and you can still do some adjustments, but first we'll just use a power button and make sure that our buttons are working fine. So as you can see, my down button is not working, so I will just push it down a bit from this side. Okay, so now both are functioning pretty fine. That's all you have to do, and now we can just start packing our phone up. So first step is to place the locking pin. So as you can see that in this pin there is a little notch over here on this side and a flat on this side, so it will go just like so. So let me just focus my camera and then I will show you how to place it in. So this will, the first notch will grab the pole of the button, the top button, and once that's done, just make it fall in and make sure that it also grabs the second pole. And as you can see, it is a little bit tough to do that, but once that's placed down, you can see the movement and make sure that it is not sticking out. So as you can see, it is currently sticking out, so I have to press it down more, just make sure it stays in place. And oops, it is not a good idea to do this with a magnetic bit, but I don't have a choice over here, so now I'm going to just use my hand and then use something plastic, and then use a piece of plastic to place it down. Just like that. So as you can see, it is now placed in and it should snap into place. And once that's done, we can just start assembling our phone. So first we will place our top portion for the volume button and then use the screws to screw it in. So our installation is successful. Now we can go ahead and assemble our phone. Now we can start screwing down the motherboard. So first we will install the screw that was on the motherboard. So it is this one over here. And once that's done, we can put the back plate on. And then screw that in. Now finally we can take our battery and place it into the slot and then connect it on the port. And once we are happy with that, we can just take the cover for it and then just slide it in. So before we close up, let's make sure that our phone turns on. So I will press the power button and it does turn on. So we are happy with that. I can just now close it up, and I am not using additional glue. I am just using the glue that was in the back panel, and this should hold up this phone pretty much the same way it did before, but obviously it does not have waterproofing anymore, I guess, but that doesn't really matter. I am careful with my phones. So there you guys, you have successfully replaced your volume button, and now we can start with the volume rockers and see if this works or not. So as you can see, they work pretty fine, and it's a bit laggy because the phone is just starting, so give it a time and it should work pretty fine. So now it is working fine. So thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share, and I will catch you all later.